fire up the oven because we've got a real turkey on the show this week. You know, because it's a movie about Thanksgiving. Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, and today we're tackling Eli Roth's Turkey Day slasher, Thanksgiving. Released in 2023, Thanksgiving was a long time coming. The project, originally just a fake trailer featured in Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's anthology flick Grindhouse, languished in development hell for over a decade as Roth worked on other projects. But after years of fans clamoring for it, he finally got around to making it. The catch is that the finished film is a sort of modern slasher flick that has more in common with Scream than the 70s Grindhouse vibe of that original trailer. Whether that bugs you or not is a subjective thing. But I'm a sucker for a good Turkey Day horror movie, so this one was right in my wheelhouse. Now if we could just get Rob Zombie to make a feature-length film out of his Werewolf Women of the SS trailer, I could die happy. But enough about that. Can John Carver slaughter enough Zoomers to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Ron Cady, Turtle Wars, man, that sounds violent and slow, and Ricky Salmond. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. We fade in on a Sony logo. Great, this is going to be a copyright claim fight. Thanksgiving, brought to you by a Japanese company that doesn't even celebrate the holiday. What a time to be alive. Haddonfield, October 31st, 1978. Wait, wrong movie. God, these PBA guys don't even take Thanksgiving off. No, I will not give to your organization. I'm trying to watch the game and enjoy my tryptophan coma. Oh hey, it's Gina Gershon. I'm sure we'd ever see her on Sick Flicks. And it turns out they invited the cop to dinner. I brought donuts. I hope that's cool. Alright, here are the ground rules, everyone. No one talks about politics or you're out. Oh hey, it's Hostel guy Rick Hoffman. Alright, let's go around the table and everyone can say what they're thankful for. I am thankful this movie finally got made after years of waiting. I think. You ever notice that cooked turkey looks like alien eggs? Just me? Wow, check out that wooden wallpaper. We need the Property Brothers in here stat. Oh look, it's Ty Olsson, aka Benny from Supernatural. You're like dressed up for the big dinner. But it looks like dinner's gonna be cut short, because Walmart's doorbuster deals start at 4 p.m.
The store shouldn't even be open. It's Thanksgiving.
Amen, sister. I'm gonna take a stab at carving this bird before I head out. Oh, right Mart. That implies the existence of a wrong Mart in this or some other alternate timeline. And maybe a left Mart, too. I'm not here for the sales, just to record the fights. World Star! And this is the thin orange line between the sweaty masses and $3 waffle irons. You want them on that wall. You need them on that wall. Also, gonna tell Stir Fry that's Chris Farley and Don Cheadle. Oh god, the waffle irons are free! Now the mass hysteria makes sense. Alright Ben, prepare for battle. You're about to see some shit no man should ever see. And I guess these two will be our disaffected 20-somethings. I'm stunned they're not looking up dank memes on their phones. I swear this is not a Lucio Fulci cameo, but it almost could be. Oh, heartrending visual exposition. I bet Chekhov's bracelet here is going to be important later. Please, God, let me get through this modern slasher movie without killing my career. Oh, thank God. I thought we'd never get out of there. Great. Straight to a car Zoomers. There's like 7 TikTok lives happening in this scene. Oh, yeah, I already hate all of these people and hope they die horribly.
Evan, you are such a dick.
What? Like, how many roofies is this guy holding tonight? The line is 5. Wager responsibly, and I'd bet the over. I mean, this looks like a Girls Gone Wild shoot waiting to happen. But hey, at least these kids like good hip-hop. That's the Far Side. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Let's be honest, I don't know one Zoomer listening to the Far Side's first album. This is totally some Gen X drop. Then, my favorite of all the Black Friday events happens. Running into someone from high school you totally didn't want to see.
This is like the last place I thought I'd see you tonight.
Yeah, you and me both.
Is it just me, or is this dude like a gender-swapped Nynaeve from the Wheel of Time show? He's either on his way to get a free waffle iron or become an Aes Sedai at the White Tower. Oh look, Gina got the VIP Black Friday pass. Damn, Gina! You kids even remember Martin? Christ, I'm old. And it's good to see the holiday cheer is already in full swing.
Your cousin, your second cousin, and fucking dog!
Yeah, peace on earth and tidings of joy, baby. Seems like Gina's just here to deliver some leftover green bean casserole. Oh, you shouldn't have. No, really, this stuff is gross. Get it out of here. I bet they got the Ark of the Covenant back here. Definitely looking like Dawn of the Dead out front. In case of emergency, break glass. And free waffle irons definitely constitutes an emergency. Oh shit, fatality. Don't tread on me! By God, there's a real Donnie broke down at the right mart. My JR is virtually indistinguishable from the real thing at this point. I might have gotten stabbed in the neck, but by God, I'm getting my waffle iron. Also, boo Bruins fans. I'm just gonna upload all of this to World Star later. Stay calm, Egwene. Moraine Sedai will save us. This dude's gonna be flogging the Dolphin lefty for the foreseeable future. Almost as gross as Theismann breaking his leg on Monday Night Football. You'll take my waffle iron when you pry it from my cold, dead hands. Yoink! And Gina's gonna need to get carted off. She even gets scalped, but I probably can't even show that. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have you back, Gina. I'd even eat that disgusting green bean casserole. And title card. Same font as the original trailer in Grindhouse, I think. 1 year later. Of course it's on YouTube. They demonetized me over horror movie special effects, but they let this thing run like no big deal. Anyway, Mr. Wright's gonna get this grand reopening started with some cutting edge technology. Giant scissors. God, giant novelty scissors, giant novelty check. Does this dude live in a giant novelty house? Oh no, that arm break was a career ender. Just like Theismann's leg.
Bobby DeStassi suffered a career-ending injury and has not been heard from since the accident.
Over at the diner, there's a Turkey Day special, green bean casserole, and a mask.
John Carver. He was the
First governor of New Plymouth Colony.
Honestly, it looks more like a Jesus mask to me. I will turn a loaf of bread into stuffing. Oh my God, Becky. Did you see what Janine posted on TikTok? These two look like they just stepped out of an Abercrombie catalog. Then this happens. The first rule of Fight Mart is we don't talk about Fight Mart. Anyway, looks like this dude is ironing out the details. And back over here, Mel's Diner could definitely use a reno. But hey, they're getting messages from John Carver.
The table is set? This is weird.
Also, how great of a slasher name was John Carver? I mean, that's basically perfection. Then this dweeb shows up.
So what are you guys doing for the Pat Steelers game?
Rooting for the Steelers? Duh. Oh God, they're being watched by a character drawn by Midjourney. And now the waitress is here. Gonna advise you guys to skip the clam chowder today. Don't ask. In another part of town, the Unabomber works on his manifesto. Uh-oh, someone's got a wheel axe to grind. Good night, Mel. Good night, Flo. Good night, Alice. This movie is really bouncing around like a jackrabbit on meth. Aw, someone forgot their Jesus mask. Nobody fucks with the Jesus. And she clocks out right into a jump scare. Howdy, Pilgrim. Didn't see you at church this week, Prudence. Time to rebaptize you. Did he just freeze her to the metal door? That's savage. Time to carve me some white meat. She escapes, but it's too bad this place has no cell service. Damn you, T-Mobile. But somehow she makes it out of the diner, which I did not have on my bingo card. Wait, pilgrims can drive? This changes a lot. Oh wow, she's like half the woman she used to be. And in a final indignity, it looks like she got the point. Is this sausage still okay? I don't think the 5-second rule applies here, right? Tonight on CSI Plymouth. Or maybe it's Kitchen Nightmares. Good news is they got the killer on camera. Hey, that's Arthur Dimsdale. I'd know that buckled hat anywhere. Literary reference in an Eli Roth video. Yikes. So, before you get any bright ideas about guessing the killer based on body type, know that Roth had multiple people wear the mask to throw the audience off. I ain't gonna tell the grandson this was the Breakfast Club. Oh hey, it's the free candy van. I love that thing. And we've got another character. It's the Uber gun delivery guy.
McCarty, only you'd have the balls to sell guns at a high school.
Hold up, he's not here to sell them guns.
I'm selling alcohol.
Oh, much better. Police station establishing shot. I knew it. Jessica's a narc. Remember Jess, snitches get stitches. Meanwhile, Patrick Dempsey looks like he just rolled out of bed and into work. Or slept in his office. And he's gonna run the good cop routine on her.
So if you know something, anything that can help us with the information on that night, I promise I'll keep it between us.
Don't do it! Oh look, Nynaeve's back from the White Tower. I'm an Aes Sedai now! Those of you who haven't watched or read The Wheel of Time are probably very confused right now. And since he's all healed up, I guess he's probably not our John Carver. Or is he?
No, I'm still your friend. You can trust me.
I tend to take the X-Files approach and trust no one personally. And then shit gets awkward. This could be like an alpha male showdown, but neither of these dudes are alpha enough to make it believable. I don't know, this killer looks a little stiff.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. I mean, he's a statue. And here's our next victim. I gotta be honest, it feels unfair to kill this guy. He's probably a minimum wage Paul Blart. You really expected him to hold the line against a wave of Black Friday shoppers? No, wait, he's a crazy cat guy. maybe this is fine. And I think R. Kelly might be peeping on him. Oh wait, that's a closet, not a prison cell. My bad. Oh, hi there. Tommy Boy 2.0 is like, come out here, I'll show you my cat-like reflexes. Holy shnikes, that's gonna leave a mark. Time to get stuffed.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that. Like a turkey, because it's Thanksgiving. Ooh, and decapitation. Alright, time to head out. But he's a killer with a heart of gold. I better feed the cat. I don't know, this Thanksgiving centerpiece is kind of gross. Could this guy be the killer? Nah, too obvious. Well, this dude looks like young, unkempt Trevor Noah. A chameleon. Anyway, the sheriff's like, could you two stop bickering? I'm a cop, not a marriage counselor. Back at school, it's book report time. And so the book ends with the poignant observation. They were no longer little girls. They were little women. She's like, you know that's not the last line, right? Who made that up on The Simpsons? You're getting an F. Oh yeah, totally not the killer. Way too obvious. Now these two are gonna finally have it out. The only fight I'm less interested in seeing than these two is anything involving Jake Paul. Oh, come on, man. Struggling to bench some 40s on the incline? Needs more trend. And these squats are higher than Snoop on April 20th. Oh, great. It's like the Man Show, girls bouncing on trampolines segment. She's bouncing, he's getting a chiropractic neck adjustment. And this is sort of like a toned down version of the death in the original trailer. Meanwhile, Jess is thinking deep thoughts. When a dog brings me a toy, is he telling me it's his favorite toy, or does he think it's my favorite toy? If you give someone food, you're feeding them. So if you give them water, shouldn't we say you're watering them? Anyway, she heads off in search of her friends, but all she finds is this phone. Uh-oh, he's right behind you. Come back, I just want to tell you about Puritanism. Well, okay, I guess I could stop in the cosmetology classroom to get some highlights. Just keep looking ahead. Then she blasts him with the Aquanet. Not gonna lie, I like this version of Hairspray more than the musical. Since she's our final girl, she totally escapes. Look, Sheriff, I just stopped in to get my ends trimmed for the holiday, but the hairstylist tried to do it with an axe. Oh, hey, are they trying to make us think this guy is the killer? Because I'm not buying that either. And it's about to get awkward again. It's go time. Man, her Princess Leia cosplay looks solid. House establishing shot. This is basically me every time I have to talk to Zoomers.
Who's Black Sabbath? Get the fuck off my property.
I kid, because I love you guys. But seriously, start exploring things that existed over 5 years ago. Well, I guess he is here to sell guns after all, too. I'm not gonna lie, the guitar case full of guns was way cooler in Desperado.
We all heard stories of a guitar case full of guns.
They're debating munitions. They've got an uninvited guest over at Julia's. Lend me an ear. Look, that dad joke was amazing. I barely dipped into my cornucopia of corny references. Inside, Julia finds her very own jump scare.
Dad! Jesus, Dad!
Then she finds a real scare.
I love you.
Hey, thanks for tuning into my live stream. All right, time to carve this bird. Looks like Solid Snake has already been here. Now we've got a hostage situation. Turns out the bad news here is Scuba has brought a gun to a table saw fight. And that's why we use PPE when working with power tools. Yeah, seems safe to say she never saw this coming. Time for more deep thoughts. You know, your life can't fall apart if it was never really together to start with. Anyway, this is also they can make a plan to set a trap to catch Carver at the Thanksgiving parade. The catch? What if the killer is in the room discussing it? Alright, let's check out the band. Ian, Sarah, any thoughts on this?
It stinks.
This bird is dancing. You could say he's a jive turkey. Oh wait, is Benny the killer? Nah, too obvious. Building establishing shot. Oh god, is Jess the killer? Of course not. Don't be daft. But maybe it's Dad. Or his new wife. Normally I'd say there were a lot of red herrings in this movie, but since it's Thanksgiving, let's call them red turkeys instead. Hey man, this is the Thanksgiving parade. Gasparilla's pirate invasion parade is in January. Oh yeah, Plymouth rocks. And here come the protesters to shut down the parade. Put the thanks back in Thanksgiving! But wait, things are about to get interesting. Guess that turkey didn't get the presidential pardon. Oh man, and another guy gets the front of the boat float right through his face. I can't show that, but it's great. Man overboard! And looks like we might need a new deputy. I'm gonna tell the grandkid this was Terrifier 4. And they all get tranked, which is good because they're probably pretty stressed out. Hope you guys brought your appetite. Dinner's almost ready. Hey, did Tarantino shoot this? We're just gonna seal in your flavor. Looks like someone's feeling a little salty. Hey, wait, he forgot to stuff her. Oh yeah, you look marvelous. Hey, where'd dinner go? Damn it, the mashed potatoes are done. I haven't even started cooking Kathleen yet. Looks like he's already got some leftovers, too. And he used aluminum foil, but I guess this saran wrap is fine. And jump scare. Here's Johnny Carver. Great, she'll be real hard to find, leaving bloody footprints everywhere. And now his Admiral Akbar sense must be tingling because he can tell it's a trap. But he was not fooled. I just wanted to share a few points with you. It looks like she's having a really bad time. And now it's like a Nelly song because it's definitely getting hot in there. Oh, come on. If you open the door, that adds like another 10 minutes to the cooking time. Oh yeah, thermometer popped. She's ready. So Jessica is apparently going to be our Sally Hardesty Texas Chainsaw stand-in, I guess. But the cops are closing in too. It's like we're about to climax.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean the rising tension of the narrative. Settle down. Oh, so close. But they just found his live stream. But there is good news.
Dinner is served.
Oh yeah, I think they overcooked her. Hey, we're almost to the end of the movie and the black guy is still alive. And it looks like this chick is getting screwed.
Hell yeah.
No, corkscrewed. Oh yeah, definitely got a nice red on tap tonight.
We're all going to go around the table and say what we're thankful for.
This is the point where I'm like, just kill me now, thanks. I don't think I'm more wine because Evan's already getting hammered. This is exactly the kind of thing PruTube will be fine with while demonetizing me for showing special effects. Who wants thigh meat? But good news, the weapon ring Jess got earlier is totally gonna get them all free. It's kind of like Chekhov's ring. I probably should have pointed it out. And now Scuba makes his move. But he's gonna get Paul Bunyan for his troubles. Jess, come back. We've still got pie. She's almost free, but here comes Chekhov's bracelet. I love it when stupid crap like this pays off. Thankfully, she gets away and finds the cops, slacking on the taxpayer's dime. Shocker. Guess you won't be needing this. Oh boy, this looks like someone who's never held a gun before. Hey, what's he doing here? And surprise, the sheriff is not dead. Jess heads out. She's holding her stomach too, so I'm guessing the green bean casserole didn't agree with her. I don't know, guys. I feel like her ex being the killer is a definite swerve. In fact, I'm thinking the sheriff is really the killer, but they're running with the Bobby thing.
We have every police officer in a 100-mile radius searching for him.
That seems like a waste. He was like 5 feet away from you. I'm guessing he's not traveled 100 miles unless he can move at the speed of light. Why do people say tuna fish, but not turkey bird? And she just figured out he's the killer. He went to a lady to crack the case by looking at shoes. So we basically glossed over this earlier, but when the killer was chasing her through the woods, there were these bramble things, and he has them on his pants. Also, I really did guess he was the killer earlier.
If only you'd been stuck on the fence a second longer.
Screenwriter's credit for me, baby. And he was gonna frame her ex.
Had him drugged, dressed up, ready to be shot, putting an end to the mystery of John Carver's identity.
Now it's time for the Scooby-Doo villain moment. He's doing this because he really loved Gina Gershon. And it gets worse. She was pregnant with his baby. It's like an episode of Days of Our Lives up in here right now. But enough blabbing. Who's ready for some Turkey Day trend? But surprise, she's been live streaming the whole time. He's about to show her some excessive force, but then this happens. Saved by the ex. But hey, the sheriff gets one great cheesy line at least.
This year, there will be no leftovers!
They make it to the truck and what looks like an escape, but the sheriff is like, do you know how fast you were going? What's your hurry? Apparently, the penalty for speeding here in Plymouth is death. They still can't escape, but that's okay, because she's gonna blast him with the musket. Oh, and Chekhov's bracelet. Thing's doing double duty. Explosion. I think this turkey dinner is about to be well done. And it's like a Peaches and Herb song, because now they're reunited, and it feels so good. Oh, wait, her current beau is still alive too. But I feel a swerve ending coming. And there it is. But that was all just football practice. And cue credits. So, what do we learn from Thanksgiving? Well, for starters, that there still aren't enough Thanksgiving-themed horror flicks. I don't know why, but I really dig the slashers made around the holiday and would totally be open for more. We waited a long time from the fake Grindhouse trailer for this one until Eli Roth finally made it. And the finished version is a lot different, but overall, I think the wait was worth it. Eli's divisive as a horror filmmaker, but I've always had fun with his movies, and this one is no exception. But enough about that. Can John Carver carve up enough teens for a Turkey Day feast? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, Thanksgiving is solid. Not that we'd really expect anything less from Eli Roth. We're treated to a slashed throat, death by shopping cart, multiple beheadings, a trampoline stabbing, a woman cooked alive, and a woman chopped in half. There was more, but the gore card can only fit so many things. The FX work is solid, and the blood and guts are very satisfying. As such, I'm happy to award Thanksgiving a very respectable 4 barf bag rating. This is a sick little flick and a fun throwback to the heyday of 80s holiday-themed slashers. Looking for another body count film set on Turkey Day? Then be sure to check out my review of Blood Rage. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.